Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Colliding here today, two top 25 teams having tremendous seasons set to battle it out against one another. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Bulldogs will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing today. And there comes the starter running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him. Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's a quick grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Back to pass. It's Milroe. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. Send the back in motion. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. He puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety's going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today. Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Beck. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Dogs. Strong game by this quarterback. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Extra point try coming now. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
blocking makes it second and medium. To throw, it's Milrow. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Miller. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. They'll run it to the right side. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On first down, it's play action. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back in motion now. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Bell. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this team, and looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws it to the right. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Boy, I thought the defender was in really good position here. Just kind of working that receiver to the sideline. I didn't think he had enough room to come down with it. Somehow he comes up with the catch and gets a foot down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Scanning the field, it's Milrow. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion at the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield. It's Milrow. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Bama. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's back. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move, looking deep. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And that falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
To throw, it's Milroe. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll look to throw it here on second down. One more play before they head to the locker room. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he lofts it toward the sideline. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first two quarters of football. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Nice call here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside to the right. Nobody's open downfield, so he shows you what he can do with his legs and picks up a few yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To the air. It's back. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He makes the grab. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, that being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Getting set. Here's second down. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the wideout goes in motion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find the picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. You can frame that. It's a nice score to remember.
And they'll set up for the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion, a 3rd down play coming up. To the air, it's Milroe. Lets it fly to the wideout. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Play action here on 1st down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
1st and 10 play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle, but first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the offense. The back's got it again. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
1st and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Looking for some space. It's ETN. Touchdown, Dogs. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The completion makes it second down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Falls incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. They call the draw play here. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be a fourth down. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. It's Milroe. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, tied. This offense is still clicking.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And FPAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Punt over the middle. It's Ncaa. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Trying to find some room. It's Ncaa. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Oh, look out. The football is free. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. What a wasted possession. In the second half of a tie game, you got the ball in the red zone. You're going in to score and take the lead, and you put the ball on the ground. And just like that, you flip the momentum to your opponent.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Dirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
say it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to.
It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity, this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Back to throw. It's Speck. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And he knocks through the PAT. So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. On first down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. What a way to end it. A turnover to decide the game.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring, or the game is over.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's Milrow. The tight end has got it. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Interesting call here. 3rd and medium in overtime. Will they just play it safe and set the kicker up for a field goal try to win it? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, close to a pick. Instead falls incomplete and brings up a 4th down play now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. And here we go. We'll set up for a potential walk-off game-winning field goal. He got it. The kick is good. They win it in double overtime.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.